Hello, I'm Rose Previtt, and welcome to Check Please DC. This is a show where regular local diners review and talk about their favorite restaurants. We have 3 guests. Each one recommends one of their favorite spots, and then the other 2 go check them out to see what they think. We have Sandy Dang. She's an executive director of an education foundation. She's traveled to more than 30 countries for her work. She's sampled the cuisine in all of them. But by and large, Myanmar blew her mind, and she's excited to share a taste of Burma. We have technical writer Jessica Harper. She loves mom and pop places and unique eateries with a soul. So she heads down to Captain Billy's to unwind and savor the flavors of the Chesapeake. Mario Castillo is a lobbyist. He creates innovative solutions for clients both large and small, but this week he advocates for his favorite chef at his pick, Riz.
My name is Riz Lacoste, and I am the chef and owner of Riz in the West End. I feed people for a living, so I really feel that I need to feed people well. So our food is fresh, seasonal American cuisine. We get to make anything that we want to make, so it's creative. We have a lot of classics on the menu, and we have whatever is at the market, whatever is at the farmer's table is on our menu. We order just what we need for the day, so it takes a lot of effort. People don't have that opportunity to eat as fresh as the food that we serve here. It's made for them, it's made to order. We go to the farmer's market 2 or 3 times a week. It's like a candy store, it's like a religion, it's like a church to me to go to the markets. The secret, or what we do, is taking these fabulous ingredients and cooking them, preparing them, and combining them with other ingredients so that we bring out the best in them and their flavors shine through. I love my community. It's the cheers of the West End. We have a fabulous neighborhood. I love my clientele. We have so many regular customers who come in and sit at the bar every night. They walk out of here having cleaned their plates and having said, wow, our dinner is really approachable, recognizable food that is delicious, and that's our goal.
Riz is a restaurant named for its renowned chef, Riz Lacoste. So Mario, why do you love her, and why do you love her restaurant?
I love Riz for many reasons, primarily because she's a woman chef. My grandmother had a Mexican restaurant in West Texas, and I know how hard it is for women to get into the business. But beyond that, Riz was a pioneer in the farm-to-table movement. Her dishes on her menu change seasonally, so she's inspired by whatever is fresh on the market those days. She's also very adaptable, and she's got just a warm heart when it comes to reaching out to young girls that are aspiring to be chefs. I grew up in my grandmother's kitchen, and Riz in many ways reminds me of my grandmother. She's large and in charge, and I like that.
Tell me what some of the dishes are that you had there that remind you of this farm-to-table movement, or dishes, an experience you had growing up.
Well, I started out with some of the appetizers. I had sweet potato guacamole, I had okra sticks, I had wonderful cheeses from Vermont and Wisconsin. Being from Mexican heritage, when I saw sweet potato guacamole, I go, this is gonna be totally yucky.
Right.
But I was totally wrong. It's incredible. And I ended up with a chicken schnitzel. I called it a schnitzel, but it was a chicken Milanese. She used pistachio coating on it, which I thought was incredibly different. And it was so tasteful, and it was memorable, and I like that. And it was perfectly paired with a nice Chardonnay from California. It wasn't overly oaky, it was just great.
I had the chicken Milanese, which I thought was fantastic. It had this awesome lemon Parmesan crust on the outside. And when you cut into it, the meat was so tender and so juicy. And it was paired with an arugula salad, garlic roasted potatoes, and an aioli sauce came with the arugula salad, which just kind of coated both the salad and the potatoes perfectly. It had this peppery taste, but also this lemon zest, which again kind of reinforced the lemon that was in the crust of the chicken. It was just delicious.
No, it sounds amazing. Now, do you feel that was a substantial entree? Did you feel you missed out by not having an appetizer?
Oh, my goodness. It was so filling. I think if I had an appetizer, I may not have been able to finish it all, and that would have been a shame because it was so delicious.
So you're glad it could.
Yes.
And what about you, Sandy?
I love the fried green tomatoes. She really made it beautiful presentation as well. I just love the juiciness of the fried green tomato and the crunchiness from the outside, and then she topped it with some very ripe red tomatoes, and it just delicious. And then, of course, I also had the mussel for the appetizer. And I don't know what she put in that sauce, but it's so delicious. The sourness and some wine in there, and just, the crunchiness of the crouton. It was fantastic.
And those were your appetizers?
Yeah.
And then where did you head after that?
I have the rainbow trout,
Nice.
and she make it beautifully with seasonal vegetable like green beans, and then of course anchovy, the white anchovy on top, and it's just really delicious. I love anchovy, and just the fact that it contrasts with the trout and the anchovy, delicious. That you've taken a bite and you have all these flavorful in my mouth at one time. It's really, really delicious. The restaurant is very spacious and quiet, and so I feel like I didn't have to rush to get out of there. I can just enjoy. So the atmosphere just make me feel very relaxed, and attention to detail, right? I really loved about that, and the fact that all the food was beautifully presented, and it's like a piece of art. You're like, oh wow, you're admiring
that's so
before.
nice.
Yeah.
I always have a good time, and I always find that the service is top notch.
Okay.
It's class without a lot of fuss.
What about dessert?
Her bread puddings are unbelievable.
I tried the butterscotch pudding, which was amazing. Came with a cocoa crisp. It was so good. The butterscotch was so rich. It coated my tongue perfectly. And then the cream that came with it was just light and fluffy and combined together. It was like a party in my mouth.
Sandy, did you venture into dessert?
Well, actually, I had so much food. So by the time dessert come around, I can only have a spoon of the peach cobbler, and it's really, really good. I really enjoyed it.
So now, Maria, it sounds like you've been wanting to tell us about the wines, and I want to hear about them because that's where I go to. So
Her wines are very well priced. Especially she has a Chablis that's organic, and it is unbelievably crisp. And then her California wines are terrific. She's got great American wines.
I think I had a seafood stew when I was there. Were you able to?
Especially with her Chablis, it would be phenomenal.
And it was like some people get scared of the seafood stews because there's so many things in there.
No, you shouldn't. You have the scallop, you have the shrimp, you have lobster, you have halibut, a plethora of seafood that, when properly made, will just awaken your palate, and it's just sort of tongue tintillating, especially as you taste if there's saffron in there, which can really take you over the top, or if she uses turmeric sometimes.
Nice.
That's a whole different taste. And sometimes I catch her using lime leaves. Okay, so she's a sneaky little chef, and I like that.
Jessica, did you happen to go for brunch?
Yes, I loved my experience that Saturday night so much. I wanted to come back and try the popsicle mimosa brunch, and I'm so happy that I did. I never would have tried this particular mimosa otherwise. It was a watermelon and jalapeno. So in lieu of the orange juice that you normally have, that was replaced with a watermelon juice and sort of a spicy popsicle dropped right in the center, which was both watermelon flavored and jalapeno flavored. It was perfectly spicy, and it went nicely with the huevos rancheros, which had this nice like egg crispy layer to it, crispy tortilla, and black beans, and had such an amazing spice to it. And combined with the spice in the mimosa, I was sort of beside myself.
That's perfect. So a lot of traditional dishes, but also her spin on something.
New spins, absolutely, yeah.
Mario, we know you love Riz, and we know you're going back. So sum up why.
Head to the lounge for the best price point in food and beverage service. It is the place to hang out at Reese's.
Thank you. Sandy, can you sum up in just a couple words why you enjoyed your experience at Riz?
A combination of great food, seasonal menu, and great service. Riz is the place to go.
Jessica, bring us home.
Yeah, I have to say the regality of the place is just overwhelming in a good way. And if you're looking for savory dishes with a unique flair, it's a great place to try.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Riz is located at 23rd and L Street in Northwest DC. They're open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday, dinner on Saturday and Sunday, as well as this wonderful brunch on Sunday. Reservations are accepted, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is right around $50. Jessica loves the relaxed, open-air dining at her spot on the Potomac River. Head to Captain Billy's for a taste of the local waters with a view to match.
Captain Billy is my stepfather. He raised me ever since I was 9. He started the business here when he was 9. He learned crabbing, fishing, oystering from 2 uncles. My dad passed in the year 2000, and I took the helm of this old ship here. So I've been here mostly my whole entire life. As kids, you just normally worked in the crab house. You bussed tables, washed dishes. You did what was ever necessary back in the day. The people that are here become part of our family at Captain Billy's. So I'm very family-oriented. I have a lot of regular customers, and I have a lot of people that work here with me that have been here just as long as I have, 30 years or more. They've been employed here. They're a big part of the business as well as I am. We get the majority of our crabs locally. I have family that still crab locally here for me. They bring crabs on a daily basis. I have nephews, great nephews, and some of the local watermen here as well provide me with seafood. Our crabs, I feel, in this area of the Potomac River are the best tasting crabs. Favorite part of my job is being that anchor that holds the restaurant together, to be here to greet new customers, seeing people that I haven't seen in a while. They always know I'm here, and they always know they can get a good meal at Captain Billy's. I'm Celine. I'm the owner at Captain Billy's Crab House. And my job duty is jack of all, master of none.
So Jessica, I'm a native Ohioan, but when I first moved here, everyone was like, Maryland crabs, you have to go to the crab shacks in Maryland, and I had no idea what they were talking about. Can you explain for me what this whole blue crab thing is in Maryland?
No, absolutely. The Maryland blue crab is basically an icon. You know, it's emblematic of the Chesapeake region, and that's a big reason why I love Captain Billy's. It has a nostalgic resonance for me. As a young child, you know, my family and I would take long Sunday drives in the summertime, you know, down 301. And it was more than the seafood. It was sitting outside, watching the sunset over the Potomac. I feel like I'm at home when I go.
So I'm assuming that this is a spot where you're just doing the whole crabs on the table. Tell us how this works and how many to get and things like that.
Exactly. I usually like to just go full gusto with it and get a dozen of them. The ones at Captain Billy, they're all locally sourced, so they're meaty, and there's like a sweetness to them too. There's like the sweetness combined with the saltiness that I just love. And to me, it's just a relaxing way to spend a Saturday evening looking at the Potomac with a friend of mine, having a cold beer, and just enjoying a bushel full of crabs.
Are there things at Captain Billy's, like if I'm not in the mood to do the whole crab thing, can I order?
Absolutely. They have fish plates. I tried their fillet of rockfish, which was cooked to a perfect sort of golden brown on the outside, deep fried golden brown. The inside, very tender. You know, the fish was just nice and fresh, and that was combined with a side of fresh cantaloupe slices and a side of coleslaw. What I like about their coleslaw is it's not kind of weighed down in mayonnaise.
Yes.
You can actually taste the vegetables in the slaw.
I went beyond the gusto, I gotta tell you. I ordered 2 dozen.
Oh, wow.
We're learning about how Mario
got me
eats.
beat.
Mario just lays it down.
I just got right down to business, and I ordered 2 dozen of the crabs. What I liked about it, and I agree with you, I thought the spices were perfect. They weren't overbearing. The crabs were moist.
Yes.
And once I understood that I was going to have to eat like my mother told me never to eat with my hands, then it became fun. And I've actually gone out on crab boats down in Honest Point area of Virginia just to see what they go through to get the crabs. It's hard work, gang. It's really hard work.
Right.
I have the same experience. I think I love the crab. I didn't order 2 dozens. I only have 1 dozen, but I
Got us
love
both
the fact,
beat.
yeah, I really love the obey, and it's just right kind of seaseaning.
Yeah.
And so I was
Not
sitting
too
there,
much,
yeah,
just-
not too much. And I was sitting there, and I was, you know, doing the crab, and I'm getting the lump of white crab meat out, and I'm thinking, wow, this is really fresh and really tasty and,
Yes.
and really sweet, and it had this kind of, you know, I didn't mind being messy because you really have to take each crab and you really appreciate it. It's really a family place, and we have people celebrating birthday and celebrating anniversary, and it's just really wonderful to see the family atmosphere. And the waitress was so friendly to us.
So it's nice to be on the riverfront and really be able to experience those like beautiful summer days. And they tend to be mainly summer, right, when they're in season.
Yes.
This is not an all-year affair.
Oh, no.
Is there any other seafood? We have we talked about crab cakes. We've got rockfish.
I had the shrimp as an appetizer, and I didn't find it to be on par with the crab. I found the shrimp to be over steamed.
Well, I've had a slightly different experience. The times I've had the shrimp, I found them to be very juicy.
Overall, I think you and I agree that the seasoning was right on point.
Do they have any kind of soups or bisques or anything like that?
I went for the vegetable crab soup. I was a wee bit disappointed because I thought that it tasted too much like a combination of 2 Campbell soup cans.
Okay.
I couldn't appreciate the crab that I know Maryland has, and the vegetables that I know, there's corn out there. So I couldn't hear or taste the crunchiness of the corn in the vegetable cream soup that was there.
Again, I haven't quite had that same sensation that you taste, that maybe the crab wasn't incorporated in the right way, or maybe it wasn't as fresh as it could have been, and it had that kind of canned taste to it. I haven't experienced that. The times I've had it, the crab has always tasted very fresh.
And then tell me, anything sweet?
I went for the corn fritters, which technically is an appetizer, but I treat it as a dessert because it's so sweet.
I agree.
It's like a light, kind of fluffy kind of outside with powdered sugar. There's bits of sweet corn in them, and it was just a perfect way to kind of cap off my meal.
Well, this sounds amazing, Jessica. I'm so glad you gave us a chance to talk about kind of the crab culture in Maryland. So can you sum up why you love Captain Billy's?
Absolutely. If you're looking for fresh, locally sourced seafood, warm staff, jovial crowds in a beautiful Potomac setting, Captain Billy's is the place for you.
Sandy, sum it all up. Take us home.
The crab is the reason you should go to Captain Billy.
Yes, Mario.
The crabs are it. The crabs and the seasoning are it. It's what you go for. It's good, simple cooking.
Captain Billy's is located on the Potomac in Newburgh, Maryland. They're open Wednesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. from mid-March to November. Reservations are accepted, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is right around $30. Sandy fell in love with Burmese food on a trip to Myanmar. She says the tea leaf salad alone is worth the drive to Taste of Burma.
I love food. I like to eat, so when I make it, it makes me so excited. My name is Jonna Davis. I'm the chef for the Taste of Burma restaurant. Burmese food is very unique because Burma is surrounded with all the amazing country. China, India, Laos, Thailand. So all the flavors and the spices we use and make a fusion is very delicious. My food is unique and authentic because I make all my own sauces. Some of them from my mom's recipe, and some I just test it out and make it new. This is family restaurant, and my husband and I, we're the chef, owner, cook, serve, and our children come and go, they help us. I cook food every day, so I smell it, I see it, and I don't want to eat the same thing. I don't want to cook the same thing every time. So I always want to do something new. And the food has to look good and taste good. And my customer loves that. That makes me want to coming back and do more.
So Sandy, you said a Taste of Burma is like eating in your aunt's dining room. Tell us more about that, because that's also a high compliment.
Yes, I just love the way the decoration is reminded me of my aunt's living room. It's very warm, and I love the fact that the owner, his wife in the back, cooking,
Really?
and he's out there serving. I love the fact that this whole family is coming here and just giving us some delicious, authentic Burmese food.
And they bring out hot, fresh towels that are lavender scented
yeah.
to cleanse your hands before your meal, which I thought was a beautiful touch.
It's details, I'm telling you. Now, the tea leaf salad has already come up, so we have to start there.
I never knew that fermented tea leaf can be put into like eating food, right? You hear about tea, but you never heard about fermented tea leaf. And I love it because the fact that it can be put into a salad that had roasted sesame, pumpkin seed, and also, tomatoes and cabbage, and just the rich flavor and garlic chip. You have the crunchy, you have the sour taste from the fermented tea leaf. And I never had this in any other restaurant.
Tell us about some of the other items that you had.
Well, I had the split yellow peas fritters, and it's really, really good. It was just the fact that, I don't know how they do it, but it's just the right amount of softness inside and crunchy outside.
Yes.
And dipping this cilantro sauce. I don't know what they put in the sauce, but I keep eating the sauce. I want more sauce. I think
It's kind of like a Burmese hush puppy. The sauces are what just talk about a tongue trip. It just,
And then, of course, there's many other Burmese dish that's really good, like the goat curry, where they put like a tomato base and a lot of different spices coming together, and the tenderness of the goat. It was really, really good.
but not too much coconut milk in it. It was just perfect.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of Southeast Asian cuisine that is spicy hot. So you're talking about flavors. Are any of those super spicy? Jessica's nodding. Did you have any particularly spicy dishes?
Actually, something that was not so spicy. The lamb curry, I'm used to it being overly spiced, but this was more subtle taste. But that wasn't a bad difference. I kind of liked that it wasn't so spicy that I could actually concentrate on the ingredients within the dish. So like there was some onion in there, some ginger in there, some garlic, and it just kind of marinated together nicely, coated the lamb just so, and the jasmine rice that accompanied
I agree with
it.
Jessica. The subtle use of the spices, you kind of thought, this has got to be a little bit of India, this has got to be a little bit of Thailand, and it just didn't singe your palate. It was an adventure. I mean, and thanks to Sandy, I discovered Burmese food. Otherwise, I'd have never gone there.
Yeah, and I think you are absolutely correct. Mario, is that Burma actually, right now called Myanmar, is actually have influence of Indian food, Chinese, Thai, and all the different border, and they just combine the different spices together.
It's an unbelievable experience.
I tried the mango chicken, and it's actually very mild, very good, tasty, with the sourness of the mango and the chicken and all that, but it's not spicy.
Well, I started with the samosas, which were very tasty, nice and crisp and kind of golden brown on the outside. On the inside, there was a warm kind of potato hash with peas, carrots, onions, and it came with a mint sauce that kind of drizzled over top, and it was just delicious. Yeah.
It sounds good. So you just stuck to one appetizer.
Yes.
Mario, I have a feeling that you didn't stick to one appetizer.
When I see food, I hate to miss out on something or think I might miss out on something. And even the owner said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Oh, yes, I am." And I proceeded to attack all of them. And I have to agree with Sandy. The chickpeas, what I call the chickpea fritters, which I call the Burmese hush puppies, were phenomenal. Those were just great. And the sauces are just like a tongue trip. I mean, you could just take off.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's great. I mean, the sausage, the cilantro, some sour, some sweetness. I think they put some star fruit sourness in there. I detected something, but it's so delicious. It's almost like a secret recipe, and you want them to share with you.
None of it is common.
Yeah.
None of it. I had some shrimp, I had chicken sautés, and they each came with their own little sauce. One of them, for the chicken, was almost like a bitter orange sauce. I couldn't pass up two dishes. I had the chicken in the coconut sauce, and then I also had the goat dish. And because I'm from Texas, we grew up eating goat. And this was just like phenomenal. And I think people who equate spiciness with heat got it all wrong. They have it all wrong. It is a taste adventure that you should put aside all preconceived notions and just dive in.
I haven't heard anybody talk about noodles yet. And when I think of this part of the world, I know some amazing noodle dishes.
Oh yeah. They have really good like flat rice noodle.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, and they can make it like really, they call it from Mandalay, is a region in Burma, and it's really, really good. They use high heat, so you can smell the wok. That you can smell the fire in that.
I had a faluda rice noodle over my dessert. I had the Burmese faluda, which was delicious. Vanilla ice cream, coconut in there with just some almonds drizzled on top, along with coconut, and the faluda noodles just sprinkled, which was a nice crunch. And the basil seeds and the rose syrup, and
Weren't those the best?
Oh my goodness! After that, I was done.
Can you sum up why it's so special to you?
I would say, a pleasant surprise into the window of Burmese food.
And Mario, can you sum up why you liked it?
The sauces with the appetizers, each one of them just took you to a higher level. I mean, it was like they didn't duplicate one another.
Awesome. And thank you. And Jessica, can you sum up what was your favorite thing about it?
I would say if you're looking for an authentic traditional dining experience with a familial touch, this is the place for you.
A Taste of Burma is located on Ed's Lane in Sterling, Virginia. They're open for lunch and dinner every day. Reservations are accepted, and the average dinner tab per person without the drinks is right around $25. There are more women winemakers than ever before. Find out more with Kanisha in the tasting room.
Settled in Willamette Valley, Oregon, Rachel Rose, winemaker at Bryn Mawr Vineyards, is known for her beautiful expressions of Pinot Noir and their estate Rieslings. Located primarily in Walla Walla appellation of Washington State, Annette Bergevin of Bergevin Lane Vineyards is highly known for their Linen Sauvignon Blanc. In Castilla-La Mancha, Spain, enologist Ruth Fernandez of Dominio de Punctum Organic Estate and Winery shows off her talents with organic and biodynamic grapes. In Basilicata, Elena Fucci is one of the most praised small wineries in Italy. Her interpretation of the classic Lanico de Future grape varietal and her acclaimed Tutilo is absolutely delicious. If you're looking to try wines by women, you're in luck. When it comes to winemaking, these ladies of the vine are crushing it. Pun intended.
So I want to thank my guests on this week's show, Sandy Dang for exotic cuisine in a homey environment at A Taste of Burma in Sterling, Virginia, Jessica Harper, who shared her local favorite, Captain Billy's in Popes Creek, Maryland, and Mario Castillo for Riz, his dependable go-to in the West End. For more information on this week's restaurants, please visit our website. And join us next time when 3 new guests will recommend their favorite spots right here on Check Please DC. I'm Rose Previtt, and I'll see you then. Salud.
Salud.
To find out more or apply to be on the show, go to weta.org/checkplease.